Hi, Erwin. Hello, everybody, everyone. As I mentioned in the chat area, so welcome to today's power-up call. My name is Xiaolin Chloe Demai. I think most of you don't really know very much about me. Actually, I'm part of ASEA Europe. I'm part of sales team, and I'm responsible for business development within French-speaking group and also within Chinese community over Europe. Reason why I'm not very often attend to the power-up call to host the meetings, but today actually I got opportunity to be there. So actually it will be me who hosts today's power-up call. And for today's program, actually, we have prepared two parts of topics to speak around with you guys. And for starting, as you have already notified during several communication, either through our Facebook, our social media posts, or through our newsletter, the first part of our power-up program will be dedicated to one of our beloved associate, Martin Suchý. And today, actually, it is really my huge pleasure to have him, with me for this power-up call. Martin Suchý, he is double diamond from Czech Republic. Today, he is with me as guest speaker to share with us, of course, his experience in developing ASEA business, not only in Europe, but also in Asia. Martin Suchý registered from Czechia in February 2019, if I'm not wrong, right? And since then, we saw a fast growth of his business year after year. It took him only 1 year and a half of time, I think, to reach the diamond rank in July 2020, and very quickly double diamond in August of the same year. Today, Martin lives in Malaysia. Reason why this beautiful background picture, he has team in both continents. So, hi Martin, welcome again to today's power-up call. As you know, the power-up call is a platform of connection between ASEA Europe and associates in Europe. So on behalf of our entire ASEA European corporate team, I would like again to thank you very, very much for your availability, because I know that we have 7 hours of time difference between Europe and Malaysia. So right now it is very much late. It is almost, I think, midnight, right? So. So actually, I think we will start very quickly. So I did a very short introduction of you, but I believe everyone here, including myself, we can't wait to listen to you, to learn more about who you are, about your story, the success story, especially of your team, and maybe some tips from you. So let me hand over to you right away, please.
Thank you, Xiaolin. Good evening, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor and pleasure for me. I'm sorry I cannot really see you at the moment, but at least I'm going through the attendees and I can see 30 of you there. So many names familiar to me, many of you my friends, and we are all one big ASEA family. That's another thing I love about ASEA. So I'm really happy to be here. Thank you also, Reinder, for inviting me originally. I'm gonna talk a little bit my story and also about the leadership, about how do leaders behave and what's the leader's intention, of course, to develop and produce another leaders. I'm sorry for my voice. I couldn't speak for a few days. I didn't really do any party or anything like that, but the air condition here in Malaysia have to be on all the time. And I've been here for a long time, and this is my very first time, but my voice should be good right now. So So hopefully you can understand me. So I'm from the Czech Republic. I always say when I have a follow-up meeting with prospects and we're talking about business opportunity, I always say I'm from a little village, 1,000 people. In my family, nobody ever did any business. In my family, nobody has high school, yes, but university diploma. I don't have university diploma. I'm very normal or ordinary guy. When I started this business, I had incredible mentors, Zoltan and Cecil, and I was coachable, hungry, and hardworking. So I'm telling people when I'm meeting them for follow-up meeting that this is the qualities I'm looking in people. If they are coachable, hungry for success, and hardworking, if they are normal people like I am, and I had a very normal job, then I can help them with the system what we have and with this incredible opportunity to achieve anything what they want in their life. So in my family, nobody really encouraged me. Martin, dream big, achieve anything. Please, Martin, travel around the world, and anything, Martin, you touch can change for gold. Always it was, Martin, don't dream too big. Stand with your feet on the ground. Please be realistic. Don't have big expectations. So this is the mantra I used to hear, and I think this is very familiar to many of us in our childhood. I'm quite sure it's not what we hear and what we're telling ourselves at the moment, but maybe we are coming from a similar background, many of us. So, of course, we are average of 5 people we spend the most time with. So as I mentioned, my incredible uplines, that influenced me a lot. It helped me to become a better version of myself. If I should describe a little bit my journey, how I got into network marketing, into ASEA and into Malaysia, and then I'm gonna talk about the leadership and the topic for tonight. When I was 19, I actually went to university. I was about to become lawyer. It was my childhood dream. I didn't want to work with my hands. I'm not very skillful working with my hands. I would make very little money if I have to. I have respect for people who are skillful and can work with hands, but that's not me. So I knew I need to make money by my mouth, ideally, and by my mind. And then at the age of 19, I discovered network marketing and cash flow quadrant, employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. And I was so amazed of this idea, not trading time for money, but creating asset, which is going to produce a residual income, having freedom. So I said, okay, let's quit university, my dream for the whole life, what I had in my childhood, and let's become entrepreneur in network marketing. Obviously, at the age of 19, no management skills, no leadership skills, not much contacts, and really nothing. So in my previous company for 10 years, no results. But I met Zoltan. So this was the most important what happened to me in my previous company. I was doing many presentations that time. I met with the previous company in those 10 years. I met hundreds of people. I was showing the cash flow quadrant. I was drawing on the piece of paper or in laptop. But myself, I was still employee-minded on the left. Although theoretically I understood it and I was telling it to people, my core values, I didn't change. So again, thanks God for my upline who helped me to change this mindset, to shift from left side to right side, because that's what we do as leaders. So I had 10 different jobs from the age of 19 to 29. I was in sales, in finances, financial planner, insurance guy. I work in the hotel in London, in UK. I work for a car company in Czech Republic. I did many things. And obviously, I was getting older, but my dreams were not coming closer. So when I received a phone call, January 2019, hey, Martin, it's Zoltan here. I'm starting a new project, something incredible. Every entrepreneur dream, something you deserve to know more about, something totally new category of health science, nothing like that in the world. I was very curious. And it took a few weeks, but then I said yes. And then I started treating it like a real business, not like a hobby or something for fun, which I did in the past. So I started treating it seriously. So first few months, actually, it was not so great results. Shalini mentioned very fast. I mean, I did hit diamond and double diamond in 1.5 years. But I would say first 7-8 months was big struggle. In Czech Republic and in Europe, I was struggling. So because I was struggling, I was thinking, let's go to different continent. And maybe if you will understand my English, maybe it's gonna be different there. but obviously I became a different person, hopefully. So I started producing some results and I hit the rank. And then, but I honestly hit the rank much sooner than I was, than when I become a diamond in my mind and the skills. It was the PV. And last years, I had a feeling I needed to grow into that rank as a person and really start behaving and thinking as a leader, as a diamond or double diamond, and leading teams in Asia and in Czech and in Slovak. And here in Malaysia, I met my wife. So if I should tell a bit of personal life, we are married for 7 months now. In May last year, we married. So this is my wife. This is our puppy. So if he's gonna bark, then I have headphones. I put headphones in my ear, so he's not gonna disturb us. So some of the things which I wanted when I started this business, like travel around the world, have beautiful wife and have a loving, caring wife, have freedom, not wake up with alarm clock, being my own boss, it already came true. And now I'm working on helping others to help them to achieve their dreams and goals. So then I can have everything I want in my life. So that was very, very quick. You know, the way to describe 14 years in 4 minutes. From the age of 19 to 33. And now the second part is about the leadership. I think I was invited because I placed the leadership development last year in Europe amongst top 5 and emerging leaders. And I haven't been on call like this for a long time. So it was good timing, and I'm happy Randa called me. So when I started this business, I had a feeling I have to help everybody to be successful. That is my responsibility as a sponsor, that everybody must achieve financial freedom. I quite didn't understand, not everybody want that. Somebody just want the product, enjoy the product, make some extra money, or have very nice part-time income. But I was only talking about freedom, freedom, freedom. So obviously maybe I could enroll maybe more people, but because this was not resonating what I was telling to them, then it took some time, and then I find some really great people into my team, and then team start growing. So let's talk about this step by step. What, in my opinion, leader do, and then I'll show you some practical things what I do with my team. Please, if it sounds differently compared to what your upline, your leader is teaching you, please, before you start practicing what Martin was saying in the call, please ask your upline if it's a good idea. But some things are general things which work all across any team, but some things, the practical ones, maybe please consultate first. So obviously, leader produce more leaders. That's what we want to do. Leaders duplicate a mindset. So I'm trying to help other people to think as an entrepreneur, to not to treat this as a hobby, to treat it as a job or as a traditional business, because both job and traditional business require commitment. What people really do all the time, regardless they are in a mood, it's sunny outside, it's raining outside, they feel like or they don't feel like. When it comes to job or traditional business, people do it every day because they have to. When it comes to network marketing, they not always do it all the time. So this is the mindset we want to help people, that it's worth it. It's worth it to fight for freedom, do something for a few years of your life, something what other people not willing to do, but then you can live for the rest of your life the way other people cannot. So this is the mindset. Of course, we teach the skill set. We teach people what to do, how to do, when to do, who to do, and all this stuff. And then we create a tool set. As many great tools has been created. But because I am from the country where English is not that well spoken, unless the majority of Czech or Slovak people don't speak English or don't even understand much English. So then it was my role as a leader to create some materials as well in English, in Czech from English. Of course, leaders help other people to find their dream. And I go back to what was the education, the way my parents, grandparents, teacher at school, how they raised me, how they brought me up. Martin, stand with your feet on the ground, don't dream big, and don't be crazy, just do what everybody else is doing. So in order to produce leaders, we need to help those people, of course, to find their dream, something what is really emotionally moving them, and something so valuable for them that even when it gets hard, they're not gonna give up, and they keep going until they make it. Because everybody, every single one of you, if you are very, very new in ASEA, I'm quite sure if you have a big dream, if you do regular activity, if you consultate with your upline leader, you have to have success. That's for sure. This opportunity is so huge, once in a lifetime opportunity, for the first time ever in human history, transformational technology delivered to the world by network marketing. This is so big opportunity. You have to have the results if you do long enough. And you will do long enough to see the results if you have big dream, of course. And then leaders encourage and motivate people. So I'm planning to put the stickers on top of my laptop, encourage, give compliment to people, to encourage them, give compliment and motivate them. So from now on, I want to finish all my calls what I have with either prospects or the downlines with this, but I think I'm quite good at it. I honestly tell people in my team, even cross lines, I tell, hey, you're going diamond for sure. Because of course, if they show up regularly, they do the activity, and people in my team, I know them, I tell them, they might be new, I tell them, hey, good night, diamond, sleep well, sweet diamond dreams. And if you keep telling to people, they start believing in it. And that's the first step actually to make it happen. Leader work actively with people. Oh, I go back to what I was going to say. So this was what I was thinking at the beginning, that I have to help everybody to achieve financial freedom. Then I realized I really need to work with those who really want. So not what they say, but what they do. And they let upline know by the action and by the consultation and by the calls that they're really hungry, they really, really want. And with those people, we work actively. I do freeway calls, follow-up calls, onboarding meetings for their new business partners, and actually pretty much everything. But of course, my desire is not to do for them forever, because then it's gonna produce only followers. So my goal, my intention is to help them to become independent, so they can do one day by themselves with their teams. Of course, lead by example. Again, Zoltan is so great example for me. Is I don't know anybody better as a role model, and enrolling new people. So this is what leader always have to do, not just because of some rank thinking, I am there, now I teach in my team and I don't have to do the new enrollments. This is a very good lesson I got some time ago. And I put here leader promote ASEA technology, opportunity and culture. Because brand new people, they know the ASEA technology. I think that's why they sign up, because they understand somehow at some sort of level the technology, the redoxynolic molecules. They understand the opportunity, but the culture, in my opinion, or in my team, it's something people get to learn a little bit later. What is ASEA vision, ethos, vision, mission, ethos, corporate soul, and all these great stuff what Tyler is teaching. So this is a role of leader to teach it. And I have, for my Czech team, I have a series of trainings pre-recorded. So where we have brand new business partner, we let them go through these trainings. And the first training is how we work as a team, what we do, what is the first steps, dreams and goals. The second training is their name list, a call script. The third training is the onboarding process with new business partners, and work with people in the process, and the vision board, and the affirmation audio message. And the fourth training, where I let people watch, so they might be 1 or 2 weeks in a business, they watch these 4 recordings, is actually about ASEA culture, vision, mission, ethos, corporate soul. So they understand from the very beginning, we are a very different company, of course, with respect to any other company, but we are a very, very unique company. Okay, so another thing what leaders do, if they need to translate materials. So for example, this is just an example. The day when Marrakesh was announced, what I did immediately is I translated the text. It's not much text. I learned how to do this stuff, so it looks like the original version just in Czech language. And it took me about 5 minutes, but it's so crucial, so important, because as Tyler said, to squeeze the oranges, to use all the resources what you have. And actually, for us to promote this, of course, we should. I'm really excited, looking forward to see who's going to be amongst top 10 leaders. Maybe you will talk about it later, Charlene. So I translated it to Czech, so my team knows what's going on, and I motivate them to go for it, to say yes for every challenge. There are things we don't want to do at the beginning. We are in our comfort zone, but to grow, we have to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, growing and saying yes for the things we don't feel ready. But if we wait until we are ready, I don't think we're ever going to be ready. So to say yes for this, nothing to lose. If people chase it, they're not going to make it. They might make it next time. But for sure, if they chasing it and they have the mindset, yes, I'm going to qualify, even if they're going to end up place number 11 or 12, still their business growth is going to be incredible. It's going to be very rewarding. So just go for it anyway, everybody on the call. What I also do is the recognitions for, of course, my team, Czech, Slovak. I have some business partners in Italy when it comes to European market. So this is weekly specialty awards. This is Czech team about 2 weeks ago. So of course there is other teams in Czech Republic, but we are doing really good in my team in Czech Republic. So almost everybody who is somehow active in Czech Republic belongs to my team. So of course I do this recognition every week. And people love to see their names, of course. I learned this from Sisal when I was very new in a business. I used to see my names there, top enroller or something other energy leader, EMP. So of course I do for my team. Of course, rank advancements. I remember when I moved to Malaysia, and once I didn't pay attention to announce somebody who was brand new director 300 or 700. So I get very good lesson from Martin, from Sissa. She said, Martin, this cannot happen again. You have to recognize people. They put work, they deserve it. They love to see their name, of course. So you have to be very, very observing well the rank advancement in your team and showing to people. And of course, fast forward is something is incredible tool. Thanks ASEA for having this great thing. And so I don't only promote the fast forward, the one who did it, but I always put as a second picture. There are two pictures. One is that is almost 300 euros worth of free products, the samples and loyalty reward points. So we have one picture like this. The other picture is that if you do fast forward every month and 20% of your team duplicated, there's a calculation in how many months you are gold, platinum, and even triple diamond. So either that or the other one, when it's fast forward, I always put there. I was saying leaders produce more leaders. So this is our intention to do. I remember when I came to Malaysia, I was director 300 and then maybe director 700, but definitely not bronze. Bronze I became December, so I was 1 month in Malaysia. So for sure, when I came here, I was not even at executive rank. And because I was not at executive rank and because I was not leader, so of course I needed to wake up every, I'm not sure if it was Wednesday, when Zoltan was holding trainings. So it was 3 in the morning in Malaysia, and every week I wake up for the training, which was in Europe 8 p.m. And I took notes. And then one day I became platinum, and Zoltan said, Martin, and now you're platinum, you need to start doing trainings. I said, I have no topics what to talk about. I have no idea. Now I have about 35 recording trainings on different topics for my Czech and Slovak team about any really topic. So this is what I did. You know, you need to put something in order to harvest later, and taking good notes and learning, not just for you, but learning that one day you're going to be teaching your team. So there is this learn, teach, and teach others how to teach. So now I started doing trainings for Czech team again about 8 months ago. So Martin is waking up every week 3 in the morning again. There was about 2 hours, 2 years break. First few months I wake up because I needed to learn. Then I only had team in Asia, so I didn't need to wake up at night. And my team started about a year ago in Czech, so I wake up again. So this midnight call for me is not a big deal because tomorrow is the one 3 hours later. So that one is also normal. Now, the onboarding process, I have to speed up. I have last few minutes. When I have brand new business partner, You know, not every country is the same affordability. Let's be honest, the product is extremely cheap compared to value. No doubt about it, no question. But the affordability in every country will be different. So I ask people, what category would you like to fit in? You'd like to be product consumer, having product cheaper or for free, small business, extra income, or freedom, financial time, money freedom. And if people say number one, it doesn't mean let's do nothing and just enjoy product. It means let's build a stable direct to 300, direct to 700 rank. So which might take really just a few months. So for the rest of your life, dear brand new business partner, you will have the products for you and your family for free. You never have to worry you're gonna pay the bill, the electricity, the school trip for your kids, or ASEA, or petrol in car, or ASEA. You need, that's what I tell them, but everybody on the call can have different view, but that's what I say. Let me at least help you being the number one, having product covered. You don't have to worry about what it costs. So obviously, person number one, option number one, doesn't want to be builder, but can be very good connector. And they all have in their phone hundreds or Facebook connections, people they know, they care about. Only if they trust the product and they trust ASEA and they trust us as an upline, that we're gonna treat their prospect with respect and love and not being salesy and pushy and just approaching them to help them and to help our partner, they will be willing to connect us. And then the first is done. Even if people want to be number three, they have to go through number one and number two anyway. But number one sometimes stop at that level, and that's fine. So maybe this, what I do is a reason I placed among those top 5 emerging leader development, because it's about personally enroll people and their rank advancement, at least direct to 300, direct to 700. So that's I really have as an intention. So the business partner is stable on the product, a long-term or maybe forever. Then, of course, in order to have people in category number 2 or 3, they need to know what's their dream, things they want to own, things they want to do in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, person they want to become, what they like about other people, what they admire on other leaders, and making a plan to learn those things and become that person. Because people plan what they want to do, how they want to live, what they want to buy. Very rarely people plan who I want to become. So this believe, belong, become, what we have in ASEA is so incredible. I didn't get it at the beginning. I had no understanding what it is become. I was become what. Then I figure out later what it really means when I hear it many times. So this is the dreams and goals to write down. And this is, I will go just very, very quickly. This is a process. If you do different process, don't worry, but this is the process I do. Is we let people sometimes to try the gel before they enroll. We give them shortcuts of Robert Kiyosaki, the book, Business of the 21st Century. I tell people in a process or brand new business partners, don't put on social media anything. Let me prepare you. So you're not going to sound from your profile like you are offering some products and you are a salesperson and people run away from you. We have to do it smart, that we attract people, that they are curious to know what is it we do. We discuss Kiyosaki, we enroll them. If my downline's enrolling them, I'm not there during that moment. I'm very happy to meet brand new business partners, no matter how many levels down, just a quick call, just to say hello and find out their motivation, why you started ASEA, how success in ASEA looks for you. Join the groups we have, Facebook, Telegram, welcome videos, attend weekly trainings, goals and dreams written down, make an agreement, new business partner want to become independent soon. And I put names here, obviously, this 1, 2, 3, up to 11 is names of the people, and I tick. So then I know what I did with the people in the process. And I teach this, my leaders, to have these Excel tables for their people they work with and go through the same thing. Having a notebook, making notes, watching the training, have affirmation audio message. The biggest key for success, besides I was surrounded with incredible, and I'm still surrounded with incredible uplines, is the affirmation audio message. I recorded half an hour when I was director 300, that I am triple diamond, member of $1 Million Club, traveling around the world and having beautiful wife. I was single guy that time, living with my friend, with the guy in one flat in Prague, a single guy, still in job, the director 300. And then I record all these crazy things, what my inner belief, I didn't believe. Maybe I believe 20%. But interesting thing, when I put in my ears every day, when I went to bus to my job, half an hour back, listening 1 hour every day for 3 months. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I believe that it's a matter of time, for sure it's gonna happen. So that's how, I guess, when I went to Las Vegas, 2019, that's Malaysia gonna open, I didn't feel much fear or afraid or scared because I was listening for 7 months already. Triple diamond, not yet, but I'm still triple diamond, traveling places. And I said Malaysia, Dubai, Bali, Bora Bora, Bali, Maldives, all these destinations. Few months later, just a few months, I end up in this country. How powerful it is to listen something and convince ourselves it's possible for us. Then, of course, I want to know what people's 6 month goals. So this one, I have 2 documents. One is for long term, what I want to do, how I want to live, who I want to become. But 6 months, what's going to become in next 6 months? Why it's so important, knowing qualification criteria. So I don't encourage people to study that much in deep compensation plan at the beginning, but they need to know what to do in order to get to other ranks. Listening audiobooks, on top of listening affirmation audio message and vision board, put on fridge, put in office, and I have it in WhatsApp wallpaper and desktop. I have on this is the car I want to drive, and it's 25 diamonds I want to have one day in my team. So this is my vision. So I have it on my phone, in my WhatsApp, there in front of me. I have it everywhere. So I did my best for half an hour.
Okay. God, I'm so it is so interesting to in listening to you. I even don't see time is already out. So now, so Martin, if you still have some words, please go ahead.
Okay.
And only to finish what you want to finish.
I have just a few pictures here about the leadership. Stephen Covey, leadership is a choice, not a position. So there are people who are director 300, director 700, they already incredible leaders. It's just not big volume yet in their team, but the way they think, what they do, how they looking after their downlines, how they are independent is many times I'm so impressed and amazed. So please don't think leadership that's later, that's when gold or platinum. the sooner you start practicing, actually we just duplicate, we copy what we see from our uplines. And everybody, single one of us, although we are from different teams, we all have incredible uplines. So we just duplicate what we learn from them.
Yes.
So this is one thing. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So I always tell people in the meeting, I know it's a little bit stepping outside of the comfort zone, but don't worry, you're gonna make it. If you have good mindset, we're gonna hold the hand together and walk the walk together, of course, virtually, because I'm a different continent, but we're gonna do together. Bill Gates, he said, obviously, previous century, it's about this century, 21st century. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. So that's actually Tyler's message, right? Our brand promise, we power potential, from Tyler. So we want to power every single one of you. Please make decision, go for it. The beautiful life, all your dreams gonna come true in ASEA. It's waiting for you around the corner. Never give up, and come for trainings regularly. Thank you, ASEA management, for everything you do, for all the support.
Thank you. Let's make a round of applause for Martin speak. So interesting and so attractive. And thank you so much. And really, Martin, once again, I didn't really much know from you, but yeah, let's say your short speech for more than 30 minutes of time, let me discover who you are and what did you do to get here. So again, thank you so much for sharing your story, and especially you see, you know, your experience, your tips, and even the details about your working system with us. So I really hope that I believe everyone here has get many learning from what you showed and from what you said. So today actually it is for me a very huge call for me to host today's Power Up call, because once again I think my job being corporate team is to work side by side with people like you, with associates who are very much motivated to become a leader in the coming future. So knowing how people are working in the field, for me, it is also very much important to come with, right tool and the right support, and to grow together with the field leader such as you. So again, thank you so much for your sharing and your speech. And I believe we will ask you to back again to our Power Up call later on to continue to have your other new story.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And and for the second part of today's call, of course, Martin has already, make a kind of heads up. So the second part of our Power Up call is a kind of a reminder around an incentive that is very much exclusive, designed by ASEA Europe, and also exclusively, towards associates in Europe. So I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to only take a few minutes, 5 or maximum 10 minutes of time to make that reminder together with you. If you have ever heard about Marrakesh Voyage, because it is the name of this incentive, Marrakesh Voyage, then today is a perfect time for you guys to learn about this one. That was, as I mentioned just before, exclusively designed by ASEA Europe and for associates in Europe. And the concept of this incentive is actually aiming at growing your direct downline. Yeah, as mentioned by Martin just a while ago, being a leader, you see, a leader produce more leaders, and also a leader need also to help people to find their dream, and the leader need also to work actively with their people, and the leader need to lead also by example. So I feel that this incentive is a complete, fits complete to the vision of Martin Suchý. So let's go on to discover together once again what is it like voyage in Marrakesh. So the concept, as I just mentioned, is aiming at growing your direct downline. So you get points. Each time one of your personal sponsored associates gets their rank advanced. Of course, the more people unlock a new rank, the more points you get, very simply. And of course, higher ranks, more points for you, as shown by this table. If the rank of Direct 3700 is unlocked by one of your personally sponsored associates, 4 points goes to you. And if the rank of Platinum, for example, is unlocked also by one of people sponsored personally by you, 15 points goes to you. So you see, it is a kind of game, by combining, number of people able to unlock a new rank, and also how high the new rank is unlocked. So if you can combine those two facts, you will, of course, get more points. Accumulate your points as much as you can by helping people growing. And the 10 ASEA European associates who earn the most points will, of course, receive an invitation exclusively offered by ASEA Europe for this trip. And in order to be eligible to this trip, being sponsor, the leader leads by example, isn't it? We will also ask you to complete two conditions. One of two conditions is to keep enrolling new people and get a maximum personal enrollment volume of 500 PV. This is the first condition. And the second condition actually is to maintain the subscription orders during the entire qualification period. And how to consider, how to count those 500 PV of enrollment volume. In fact, those volume can be generated by either customer enrollment or new associate enrollment. So you see, every single enrollment counts towards to the qualification of this trip, no matter where the registration comes from. In another word, these new people sponsored personally by you, either customer or associate, can be registered from every single open market where ASEA implemented so far, not only European markets. And how about the qualification period? It is already started, but we are always saying that better late than never. So even though it is already started, but still we have plenty of time. You see, over 26 weeks of time until the 21st of July to try to become those 10 associates. So qualification period is a period running for 27 weeks, 6 months of time. And when we go to Marrakesh for enjoy these amazing countries, today we have already booked the time. We have already decided for the trip time, and also we booked a hotel for you. So it will be happened. It will be held in October from 19th to 22nd, 4 days, 3 nights. And we have booked already a 5-star hotel there for you. And in addition, not only you will enjoy your time over there, you will get free breakfast for those days, but also as complimentary support coming from ASEA Europe. Each qualifier will get $500 to help for air tickets booking, for buying things in Marrakesh, anyway, to enjoy plenty of your time there. And how to be informed about your progress? Because I believe that many of you want to make a try, want to become one of those 10 top qualifiers. So how to be informed about my performance? Actually, you will be informed, of course, of your progress. It is already planned by us, by ASEA Europe. If you are getting on the current leaderboard, you see the leaderboard is moving on every single week according to the progress of each associate. So if you are getting on the current leaderboard, you will get an email from ASEA Europe, of course, written in your preferred language for congratulations, and of course, and especially for keeping going on, keeping you, in order for you to keep the momentum, and especially to stay on the leaderboard for the remaining of time. And if you are slightly behind, and currently you are not part of the leaderboard, if you are slightly behind, you will also get an email mentioning that how far you are behind the top 10. So I believe in the next days, the first round of send-off email will be started from the Munich office for people either already on the current leaderboard or slightly behind. So you see here, I'm taking liberty to share with you as of today, who are the current top 10. So you can see those names. So I'm sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing people's names, so I will skip from pronouncing their name. But you can see that we are currently 10 associates who are already in the leaderboard. But it doesn't mean that they are. We will have them for always. As every single week, the leaderboard is updated. So today, maybe you are not here, but tomorrow it's not. Doesn't mean that you will never be there. So do our best and be part of the top 10 qualify for attending Marrakesh Voyage. And for learning more about this European incentive, I would like to very simply to encourage you to go to your virtual office. And once you are at your virtual office at the landing page, you will see a banner in the middle titled Marrakesh Voyage. And you only need to click on it to get the related flyer for every single details. So not such complicated. So pay attention to the information mentioned in the flyer and starting right away, and probably maybe you will be part of the voyage. Yes, thank you, I think, so much for your attention and your time. And here I just want to remind you that the next one, because we have the frequency for the power call is once every month. So the next one will be held on 15th of March. And you will certainly get Render back to the call with you for the next one, as today actually he is traveling, reason why I represent him and hosted this power call. So it's again my pleasure to spending around the 1 hour time with you. So probably in the coming future, I would be come back. I would come back for another a new time with you guys. So thank you so much. And I see Martin is still here. So once again, thank you so much for your attendance and your availability. And I wish you a very pleasant rest of the week, remaining week. And bye-bye, see you soon. Bye-bye.